Alright, so July 36 is completed. I've fixed all the trashing to my map, but my cat's done. My cat's decided to graciously nap on the couch again. So we'll see what happens. So highlights. There was only one combat. Yes, only one combat in the whole turn. So what happened is this transport and the heavy cruiser scooped up the infantry and artillery that was here. From here went 1, 2, amphibiously assaulted this location here along with the aircraft, and I fluked out and I got a 2 with the cruiser, so it was a first strike kill. Placed those guys there. The Germans sent them a anti-aircraft gun, and the Italians sent them an infantry. And I'm assuming this is where it's supposed to go from Italy, since it's supposed to follow the shortest possible route to the home country, and that is that. And since Italy sent it, these guys aren't at war with Italy, so they can't interdict the Lend-Lease. So that's that. So yeah, and then I fluked out and I got a recruitment roll at 2 for these guys. I haven't placed their infantry yet, but I will right now. And I forgot to do my Russian turn. They sent a guy over there. I didn't really have a good thing to attack without weakening myself, so you guys probably don't really care, but I'll do it anyway right now. Recruitment roll for the Russian controlled is an 8. I only needed a 3, so that's useless to me. The CCP recruitment roll failed too. Alright, I forgot about all my recruitment rolls, so Abyssinia. 3, another failure. Alright, anyway, so my recruitment rolls, the only one that was successful was the Germans that I did in the Nationalist Spain before my cat trashed my table. So unfortunately everything else failed. Other thing of note, Russia, France, and Britain have all sent a Lend-Lease to here. As a result, by the time it was the Italian turn, they're like, well, with what we got, there's no chance. So we're just going to hold off for a turn, see what happens. If they keep piling more guys in there, I'm not even going to waste my time. But we'll see. I mean, if they're doing that, they're wasting money, and I'm not going to lose units in France or Russia or anywhere else for Britain. So it's kind of like a win. These turn into Free French, and they're not really going to be all that huge of a deal later on in the game. So for the Axis, it's not a horrible thing. So the Germans purchased 2 infantry, upgraded a factory, and then they bought that anti-aircraft gun for the Lend-Lease. I'm not going in an exact order, but that's okay. The Russians Lend-Leased an infantry to here. They Lend-Leased an infantry to Abyssinia and saved $2. The CCP Chinese tried to do an influence roll. They failed, so they collected $2 and now have 3. Let's see what else happened. Britain bought a militia down here. Sent the Lend-Lease to Abyssinia. That Abyssinia, that's that's $9 that the Allies wasted in Abyssinia. They could have been building up in their home countries. And they also started a major factory up in Canada. They're allowed to build mediums and majors in Canada. And typically I get strategic bombed in the UK home country, so I'll lose my production and I'll also lose my tech rolls. I'm probably going to lose that one in London. So just in case I'm starting to build replacement factories in Canada, I can always do the same thing the Americans do and just run a transport ship back and forth from here to here. It's only 1, 2, 3 from a base, 1, 2, 3, so I don't even have to use a strategic naval move, and I can move a transport worth of stuff back and forth every turn. If I lose my factories. So that's my plan there. Let's see, what else is going on? Okay, France built an infantry in Paris for now, and they also lend-leased Abyssinia. And they went up $1, so they're now at 7. Like I said, in 3 turns, if Germany takes 1, 2, 3, France goes up $3, and the increase that the Italians got has been matched by the new increase that the French get. So it's not as huge of a deal as people seem to be making it to be. It just brought Italy to a not useless amount, and it's also beefed up France at the same time. So we'll see. I said I was going to do a Slovakian thing. So this coming up turn, I'm going to just show you why, if you're the German player, it's not worth ever saying yes to that. All right. So that's Italy bought themselves the Lend-Lease, and as I said, shortest route was here to this port, so that's where it went. And they also bought themselves a transport. Now, a navy without a transport is not a threat, so it's not the navy that's scary. It's the guys that land on the land off of the navy and take your stuff away. That's the scary part. All right, FEC, what did they do? They upgraded the militia that was in here, since it's not home country, so that it's not going to do much here, so they're going to probably bring it somewhere else, and they moved the infantry that was there down to here. Other than that, they didn't have enough money for anything else. That was their $5. And Australia built themselves 1 infantry in their capital. It is a victory city, so if they lose this, that's a whole point that somebody else can steal, so don't really want to lose that, just like this one here. Alright, so, and then the Americans built themselves 1 elite marine in Washington, and they moved the infantry from here to there. They can't move any navy or anything. They can only move in home country, which is the main continental U.S. between Canada and Mexico. Anything else, they're not allowed to move. Can't move a ship, can't build a militia, can't move your ships to Alaska, nothing. Unless somebody attacks North or South America. Anybody, actually. Alright, what else do we got going on? Japan. Not a lot happened here. Japan's got the same problem. I find with Japan, later on in the game, you never have enough factories, so they had 1 tech roll this turn, and we upgraded this one, so they get 2. And then we built 2 SNFL Marines, or Elite Marines. They're going to need, the biggest thing you need in Japan is land forces. If you're building navies Japan at the start of the game, you got a problem, because the U.S. cannot add to this navy on this side until they reach like 3/4 income or something like that. I'll have to double check, but it's a long ways away. So Japan collects their $3 bonus in oil trade, plus their 16, so they're at 19. I didn't do any attacks with Japan. I thought about it, but I didn't do anything. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. I just wanted to get that factory started and start building some Marines so we can open up our options. CCP failed this numerically. It's a suicide if they attack anything around them. If they attack and take this one, the only one they could have taken, and these ones would automatically go to this KMT, so they would basically have surrounded and killed themselves. So obviously that didn't happen. Their failed roll left them with no money. Next turn they'll have enough money to buy a militia and do a roll. The CCP or the KMT bought themselves 2 infantry over here. I was gonna upgrade the militia, all 3 of them, so that they were useful besides just standing there. But I noticed that the Chinese sheets, until they evolve, do not give me the opportunity to do that in the rules. So since it doesn't say I can, I cannot. I also can't move them, my militia, until I evolve. So we'll see what happens in there, regardless of the fact that it is their home country. All right. That's that for the turn. Oh, and technologies here. Let me just whip around here. It's kind of an awkward way I got my table set up right now, but I'm working on changing my setup. As you can see, I have my old aquarium 3-foot light bar. I'm hoping to figure out a way to hang it over my table. That'll make it handy. So I did a whole lot of rolling. The Americans rolled 4 times and missed everything. They were going for the 4 things they needed that are complicated, like the strategic rockets, the heavy bombers, the jets, and I think it was long-range aircraft, all of which are low odds. So I figured we might as well get started on those right away. It failed. The British got advanced at anti-submarine warfare, but they were also going for improved construction, so they could build cheaper ships and units and facilities. Let's see, the French failed at, I was thinking the only thing that the Free French could use would be long-range aircraft, so I was trying to get that one. Completely failed, or the improved factories. But when they surrender, they become a minor. I don't think they're allowed to have technology as a minor power, so don't know for sure on that. I'll have to double check because it's a new rule set. I haven't played France yet, so what else happened? The Russians managed to get advanced mechs. They failed at advanced artillery, and I think they were going for improved construction. Let's see, what else happened? The British, I covered them. Yeah, so the only other one is Germany got improved construction and advanced mechs. They missed their other roll. I can't remember what I rolled for them, but it's irrelevant. So there you go. That is July 36 is complete. So the next turn will be January 1937, and I'll see you at the end of that turn.